Now that we know what is a farming board and what is a listing file, what exactly is an interactive listing file and farming board? Now, what this is where we take these two phenomenal things that we absolutely need to have to be the pro within our farming area, and we merge them together. We merge them together, and not only do we make it one file, but now we make it interactive. And what we mean by that is we can now add pictures to our farming board. We can flip through them and show the seller, this is the bathroom, this is the kitchen, and how it actually compares with their property. We also get to show them a snapshot of everything that is happening in that territory, that we can remove the properties that isn't relevant to that particular property, that doesn't compare. And we can do all this with our interactive farming board and listing file. Another thing that's really cool about this, it's a free resource. It costs you nothing to create, and you can access it anywhere. Laptop, phone, tablet, it is always with you. So if you're going to presentation, you got your laptop there, it's there. You use your tablet, it is there. There's nothing that you need to worry about forgetting something along the way. And you have access to it 24 hours a day. So why do we need an interactive farming board and listing file? Now, it is extremely important that you have a listing file or farming board in order for you to know your area, to know what's going on in the market. And it is very difficult to price your property correctly without these tools. Now, having a farming board and listing file is how you get to know everything you need to know about your farming area. It is how you become the absolute world's expert on your farming area. And this is how we can show sellers what their property is worth, what fair market value is, compared to just telling them. So this really is absolutely magical, and we need to have a farming board in order to know everything about our farming area. Now, how do we go about knowing everything about our farming area? Well, there's a couple of things that we need to know. We need to know, for example, how many properties are in the farming area, how many properties are full titles, how many properties are sectional title. We need to know how many properties are vacant stand. There's so many things that we need to know in order to be able to present a fair market value. And I already know some of you are thinking, well, I don't need all this. I can just use a Lightstone or a CMA or whatever you use. We're going to get to that in a little bit later. So knowing your farming area is extremely important. You need to know these things. If you go to Game or Macro or wherever and you want to buy a camera and you ask the salesperson, well, what is better, camera A or camera B? And they go, I don't know. You're immediately frustrated, because if the person selling you that thing doesn't know, who's supposed to be able to tell you? So you, as the area expert within your area, we are trusted as advisors. We are supposed to know everything about our area to help our buyers and sellers make an informed decision. Now, in able to make an informed decision, you need the right information, and that's where we come in. Now, being the world expert on a particular area isn't really difficult, because you're not competing with the world. You may be competing with maybe 10 or 20 agents within your area. In some area, maybe 30 or 40 areas. But we know that half of those agents aren't consistent or full-time in the business. There might be 5 agents that are really strong within your area, and about 3 of them would be the top agents in your area. So you only need to compete 3 agents, not the 30 or 40 within your area. So can you be the world's expert in your farming area compared to 3 people? Absolutely, you can.